Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Merika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't. Oh my god. Duh. A lot of things that I'm doing that are not adult-esque. Like wasting food. I have a subscription to Blue Apron, and
You do?
I forgot to cancel / and I got lazy and didn't cook anything from the kids. I have 2 kits in my fridge.
Blue Apron, please sponsor us.
Thanks. So so that's going on because Marika's like, I deserve sushi today.
Yeah.
And I crave it and I want it and I deserve it. So that's what's happening. Let's cook tomorrow, and I kept procrastinating. So status on the EU. It's not European Union.
Oh.
Not European Union. Emotionally unavailable guy.
Okay, great. The EUG.
EUG, okay. Yeah, I broke my own rule and we're texting. Oops.
Just texting or also sexting?
He wants to be sexting, but I kind of
Okay.
shut it down a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of sexting.
Has anyone sent a picture?
No.
Okay.
I've taken sexy pictures this week for him as a backup plan, just in case.
Backup plan to what?
I don't know. Teasing? Oops. I mean,
oh my god.
I'm not entirely naked. I'm just not wearing pants. So, I mean, it's hard. It's hard taking selfies, guys. I can't do it. I don't, where am I looking? Where am I putting my butt? Where am I putting my hand? Just...
And then it can't look too stiff.
You have to look all natural and oh my god, this is just a casual picture. Boop. What the fuck? Yeah. And also the lighting has to be good. There's no good lighting in that house that I'm living in, okay? Terrible. Shadowy, yellowy light. Ugh, gross. Also, not keeping... I don't know how to describe this. So, I haven't had sex in 2 years, okay?
Right.
Let me just say, never doing that ever again in my life, okay? That's the most irresponsible thing I've ever done. I feel ever, because...
Does not have sex?
Not having sex.
Yeah.
Okay, because this has led to the EUG, okay?
Right. No, for me too, because I haven't had sex in a long time either. I don't think it's good for you. Because then it's then my hormones are just driving the car. You know?
Hormones take the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay? What? I'm oh, hey, my friend that I never thought is cute before, he's cute today. Oh, wait, you're cute today. Oh, hey, EUG guy that I met that's available in every situation possible. Oh my god. Let me just think about your hands on my body. I'm oh, I'm already wet. Great. Awesome. I was yeah. The qualities that I look for in a guy that I should never look for and I'm turned on by are heightened. Intensified by 1,000%. And I'm just oh, yeah.
Well, it's when you're so hungry, you'll literally eat anything and anything tastes amazing.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. But usually when I'm hungry, sometimes I'm lazy and I just go to bed.
Right. Well, sleep is your dinner.
Yeah, sleep's my dinner.
You have to eat sleep for dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. But never, ever again. I will just have bad sex. I can last a year, 1 year without having sex. And then at that point, it's just, no, can't.
Emergency.
Call
911.
Yeah.
A
Gigolo.
fireman grabbed my arm this week. I was biking home on Milwaukee, and there were firemen and cops on Milwaukee, and all these stupid other bikers were squeezing through this barricade, basically just going through all these people, and I was no, they're clearly stopping the road. So I got off my bike and walked on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
To go around, and this fireman walked over and stopped me, and he was no one else stopped or got off their bike, but thank you, and squeezed the back of my arm, and I was he was not hot or anything, but I was honestly I was a little uncomfortable. I don't like when people squeeze my arm.
Who does? But unless they're hot.
Okay, I mean, he wasn't, but I just think it's like I'm more proud that a fireman approved of my city biking.
I think he's probably gay.
I really don't. I was gonna relate some dad vibes from.
He could be a gay dad. Secreted, closeted gay dad.
No, it was very like Chicago fireman, bald, like. You know. Okay, my fail. I have not been sleeping well.
Same.
For me, like, I love sleep, and it honestly, it's what holds I don't drink coffee or anything. It's what holds my whole world together is like 8 hours of sleep. But I think partially it's because it's summer. Partially I've been going to bed too late.
What, like,
I've just been like on my phone and like playing Game Boy and like, you know, it's like I've been going to bed at 12 and then waking up at 7:20. Like,
Ooh,
you know, not horrible, but like not the full 8.
No.
But then, and I say 7:20, but it's actually I've been going to bed at 12, and then at 6:30, something on the street, because my bedroom's right to the street.
Yeah.
It's so loud now, like somebody yells, or a car alarm, or someone's on the phone really loud, like on the way to work. And then I wake up, and then I just start thinking about a million things, and then so I feel like really out of it, and like I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night.
Okay.
Not because I went to a party, but I got home at like 1:30, and then I was hanging out with my roommate, and then I ate toast, and then I was playing Game Boy. And then
Before you know it.
And then I went to sleep at 3, and then I woke up. My body was like, "Let's wake up at 8:45." I'm like, "No, I want to sleep till 10."
Oh my god, dude, that's been happening to me the past like 2 weeks. Also, where since we got a new couch, I've been sleeping on the couch, waking up, and then going to bed, and it makes me feel shitty. But then also last week, I would go to bed later, like 1:30.
On a work night?
Yeah, I know. And then I wake up and like, hey, let's wake up at 5:30, 6. I'm like,
right.
Why are we doing that? What's happening here?
Do you think it's like because it's summer and the days are? Do you think our bodies are trying to reset to like
Maybe.
a summer thing?
I don't think that's what it is. It's really for me. I know it's because of the EUG, that we're like, hey, Merika, let's get to that gym. Let's go. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta look great. You gotta be productive for the EUG.
I mean, but wait, that sounds like all good things.
Yeah,
but it's not sleeping.
But yeah, it's good and exciting. You know, because then I wake up and I talk to the EUG through my phone every day. So, yeah. But yeah. But like now it's like the couch. The couch is very comfortable now. The couch is nice. There's no lumps. There's no whatever saggingness. Ugh. So, yeah. So it's really hard. You guys, things are hard right now for us.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle, boss.
What's our topic? Housing? Houses?
I don't know how to have my dream home, live in my dream home, buy a house.
Buy a house.
I don't know how to buy a house.
Buy a house.
Ironically, that is what Miles is doing right now.
So just to put everybody like aware of like my situation, the closest thing I've ever bought to a house is Monopoly. Okay, the Monopoly hotels and little green houses. All right, and also being in so much debt that I have to use like my mortgage, take out a second mortgage on the houses
In Monopoly.
Well,
that's the name of that game.
So
Wait, can you take out a second mortgage on the houses? Can you take it out? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you do.
Then you can't collect.
Yeah, no, and then you had to pay that back.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that anyone who has taken out a mortgage on their hotels and houses in Monopoly has never won.
Yep, never.
Because I think that you're just on a downward spiral.
No, yeah, no. And I did that several times throughout my Monopoly game history, okay, guys? So
Have you ever won?
No,
Okay.
never. Okay, actually, the one time I did win Monopoly was in history class with Mr. Salisbury, and he like basically told me how to win. I always had that rumor about him wearing a Speedo at the local pool.
And living with a sister.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so the closest you've come to owning a house is Monopoly. I mean, that was also true. That's still also true for me, but I guess I'm a little bit closer now.
Well, you had I don't even have that as a financial option right now.
Well, yeah, that's what I think a lot of like people are always like, millennials aren't buying houses, but I'm like, it's because millennials have crazy student loan debt or credit card debt.
Right.
But I think student loan debt is stopping most millennials from
I
buying.
mean, my student loan debt is not that bad.
Marika, describe your dream home.
Okay, my dream home is basically using those steel containers. I forget what they're called right now.
Shipping containers?
Shipping containers, yeah. And I want my home to be entirely like green. Like I want solar panels. I want a well. I want it to be green as humanly freaking possible.
Like geothermal too.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. Okay. But that's
How many
probably,
shipping containers?
like 4 or 5.
Oh.
I
okay.
want it to be like a ranch kind of, like very Eames, right? Or that's the architecture couple
I don't know.
with the chair. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Well, there's this architecture couple that's like really well known. They design furniture and houses and stuff. And their house in Los Angeles is very like windows and a lot of natural light and a lot of like greenery, and that's what I want my house to be. But I'm pretty sure it's like I want it to be like majority one level and then there's like a second level.
Like a mezzanine?
Sure. What is that?
Mezzanine is when there's like a balcony on the second level that overlooks the first level kind of thing.
No,
like my
no,
office
no.
has a mezzanine.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I want like the master bedroom to be on the upper level and then like everything
Oh, okay.
else. Yeah. So, yeah. I want a lot of green. Like, I want a lot of plants surrounding my house. I don't know why. I just do. A lot of window. Yeah. That's what I want.
You want it to be like lush and alive and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And functional.
Yeah.
And then, furniture. And my parents would do like interior design for my house. Like,
Oh yeah, because they're so good.
Mm-hmm. They're so good about it. My parents keep telling me like my mom keep telling me like, don't buy anything when you have a house. Okay, we have it all. Okay, we have like all the plates, all the and I'm like, okay, mom, thanks. Like, don't have to buy anything. Like, which is true. Like, they have like all my grandma stuff is like really nice, and I thought it was shitty, but then I look at it closer and I'm like, wait. These etchings on these glasses are nice.
I mean, if the glass is etched at all, it's nice. Like,
I didn't realize it was etched until I looked closer at it. I'm like, okay. Yeah, Miles, your dream home that you're looking for? Describe your dream apartment, condo.
well, let me describe my dream home, and then I'll tell you the reality home.
Okay.
So, I feel like I've seen my dream home numerous times, like just visiting a few times in my life. Once in college, once in Minnesota. And once in 8th grade.
Ooh.
Different homes that I'm like, yes.
8th grade, where?
Well, when I went with the Bensons to Missouri, we stayed in their friend's A-frame, and I love A-frames.
Oh, yeah, you do.
And then I love a house that is like a closed floor plan. I know that's not popular anymore.
What does that mean exactly?
It's like there's a separate room for the kitchen and a separate little space for the bedroom.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Little cozy spaces.
Yeah.
So I like it where it just feels very like functional and the floor plan makes sense. Like there's this little house I went to in Minnesota. My friend had moved town. He was renting it and he was like painted it really well. It was like little kitchen, little living room. I think it was technically a 2-bedroom. I didn't see the bedrooms. And then like little cute like backyard that was like trees, and it was very enclosed. Like you couldn't see the neighbors, but it was enclosed by plants, like not a fence. And you couldn't see beyond the backyard either because there were trees, so it just felt this little like world. And there was like no dining room area, but he had a screened in like front porch that we like ate dinner on. Like he made us dinner.
Oh.
And it was just like small and cute and functional and like
Yeah.
yes. So I've always liked stuff like that. I guess it could be green. I feel like Merika made me feel like it needs to be. Yeah, it's geothermal, guys. Geothermal is so cool. Like all of Iceland does that.
What, is like taking heat from the earth?
Yeah, it's just, you just like dig some crazy hole and then you just like pipe it up into your house because the heat in the earth is like always like 50 degrees or something. So
Yeah.
then you just have to heat or cool it from 50 instead of like,
Huh.
from 0 or
Right.
100.
I don't know why we don't do that. But...
Yeah, we don't do anything.
oh,
It's never
natural
out.
gas all the way, baby, you guys.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's true. But I actually have been looking for a condo in the last like month.
How exciting. Very adult.
Yeah, very like scary, and I think that's also why I haven't been sleeping well, because there's just so much to think about, and it's so many components. Like every place I looked at, like I had to run all these situations in my head. I was like, okay, if I live here, where's my grocery store? Where's the gym? How do I get to work? If I can't bike that day, how do I take public transportation? Like, and I had to do that for so many different locations. I was like, my brain like hurts. Like I'm crunching so many scenarios.
I think like maybe you should just make a list of the 5 major things that you need.
Well, so I found a place.
You did!
And negotiations are done, and it's happening.
So. Oh my god, Miles! That's so exciting! Sorry guys, that's annoying,
really
but
scary.
Oh my gosh, you're having a housewarming party.
At some point. I mean, I don't know anything about this process, so like the mortgage company emailed me, the woman, I have like this woman at the mortgage company, and she was saying all these acronyms that I didn't even know.
What?
Like PTS.
What is that?
Exactly. She was like, well, the
escrow?
PTS.
What is
she's like,
escrow?
the PTS. Exactly. She's like, the PTS is 0.75, but if you pay this much, that goes away, but then this mortgage rate goes up, but we could pay the point for you. And I was like, what is the point? What's a point? I was like Googling PTS. They're like, it's a point. I'm like,
what's
percentage point? Like, what is this?
What about the commission on the realtor? What is
the seller pays that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So thankfully my dad's a realtor. I like forwarded it to my dad. I was like, I fucking don't understand anything, and he was like, just call them.
My dad used to be a realtor too.
Oh yeah, our dads are the same. But so I found this condo that is off the Addison Blue Line stop. A block and a half off of it, so it's like very right by the L. It is like kind of like, where am I? I mean, it's like the top of Avondale, but to me, like, I can bike. It's right off the highway too, which doesn't matter for me. Merika, you're like, ooh, seems far. It's right by like Alice's, really.
Got it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So it's by like that.
Okay.
To me, I want to live by Aldi, which is by Aldi. It's by Juneboo, which is the Korean grocery store, and it's by like Planet Fitness and Export, so it's like not super far from a gym. Work-wise, it's like is a little bit farther than I'm biking now, but
if it snows,
I can take the train still. And I've been biking Milwaukee to work for the past like 6 months. Milwaukee is fucking hard. There's like a lot of cars.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other bikers who like are wearing headphones and not a helmet and being like assholes. So Milwaukee's been really hard, and this place is off of, I know you guys, if not, people aren't familiar with Chicago, but there's a street called Elston, which has an amazing bike lane that's protected the entire length of it. It's not a very popular street for cars even, and there's never any other bikes on it. So like when I've biked Elston I biked to this place 3 times from work because I was like, I need to test out the commute. It's been like really fast. I've maybe been stopped at like 2 lights in like the 6 months.
There's not a lot of
like
lights.
It's amazing.
Elston is like on a diagonal too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels like a bike highway, honestly. But this place, it's like, I saw a lot of other places. This was the first place I saw, and then I saw other places. And some of them were like way too far away. Yeah. And then most of the other ones were like got rehabbed in 2002, and they had like no character. Like they'd be like, ooh, look at this, like.
There was no taste in 2002 either.
No, so. I mean the 2002 gut rehab is like exposed brick, which is fine. But it doesn't feel exposed brick. It doesn't feel Chicago to me. It feels like a New York kind of trick. And then granite countertops, but it's like, you know, just slapped together. And then the bathroom is like really boring. Like they took all the exciting little like details out. It just feels like
no crumb molding or anything like that.
No, it's all gone.
Oh my god.
And then it's always an open floor plan, like kitchen is the living room, because they like, it's always, and then it's not great. So this place that I saw is like a 1-bedroom. It has, hang on, Merika. It's okay. 1-bedroom. Okay. Radiators. No air conditioning because I don't give a fuck. Right. Has like a window unit. It has like a little back porch space, and then it has a shared backyard space, which is cute. It has like all the original like doors, all the original like woodwork has not been painted. Okay. Like, and it's like also really cheap.
How cheap are we talking? Like,
what do you think?
150,000?
133.
Okay, so that's close.
So the average monthly is going to be like $915 for everything.
Okay.
Everything.
How are you gonna resell it for a 1-bedroom.
Not that I mean, it's like I don't want to think about buying a place just to think about how to sell it. You know what I mean? Like I like it because it's like buy things I like. It's convenient. I think that not that I want to gentrify Avondale, but Avondale is gentrifying. So,
Oops.
I feel like I feel like honestly something that's off the L and in Avondale is not going to be hard to resell.
I agree with you.
I think I would probably buy. I don't really like air conditioning, but for the next person, I would probably buy one of those like Mitsubishi or Asian style air conditioners that goes at the top of the wall. You know, instead of the window unit, because that is like I feel like Americans don't really know about that much, but that can fucking air condition a whole space. My mom had it in Wisconsin, like she bought that.
Okay.
And then I would probably just like make the kitchen. I mean, I'm probably gonna make the kitchen look nicer anyway because it's pretty basic. Like I want to stain the cabinets or paint them, and put like there's not even any like pull knobs on it. I want to put like the pull knobs on it. I wanna mostly I'm excited because I can finally fucking paint.
Oh.
And I've been living on these white buttermilk walls for 11 years, right? Like we've been renting since I was 19. I can finally paint, and I'm like my friend she has a 1-bedroom that she can paint, and she's like, I'm gonna paint. I mean, love you, my friend who listens to this, but she's like, I'm gonna paint it gray, and I'm like, why? And then my other friend who bought a place, I think also a listener, he's like, I'm gonna paint it beige, which I'm not gonna judge those people for what they want, but me, I'm like, I have control.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm judging you harshly. Okay.
I'm like, here we go with the color. Like, I want to paint the fridge.
Yeah.
Or vinyl wrap it, because I googled.
I think you should vinyl wrap it.
That's easier to undo.
Right.
But I want like a retro style, like turquoise or like, like
do
old
it.
school fridge.
Do it.
And it's like I don't want to go full Miami, but I do. I'm thinking
Miami. Sorry, I totally did that wrong, guys. Sorry.
Bienvenidos a Miami.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. I think you were trying to do like puffy Ami Yumi.
Yeah.
But I just want to like paint and like have things like this wall is like a light like mint, and this is like maybe like a light like pink.
Just learn everything about interior design from my parents. Just
exactly yellow, red stripes.
Basically, when our house in Batavia when we first moved in was like not anything to write home about, but then slowly as my dad started making more money, we would like start doing little things like let's redo the hardwood floors. Let's also paint it yellow, the living room. Let's do this. Like it was just like there's not a discussion not even a consideration of like let's just paint it a boring color like gray or white or cream or
khaki.
Okay, that's what I have to say about that. Okay, it's dumb, it's stupid. Why are you doing that? Okay, you're not living in a cabin in the woods. Okay, great movie by the way, but
great Justin Timberlake album. Is that what it was called? Man in the Woods?
No. What?
The new one.
I don't know.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, no, he's dumb. But yeah, like, why? I don't understand the thought process with that.
I understand the thought process because people think gray or beige or cream goes with everything.
It's
so you can't
not
fuck it up.
true.
I think gray goes with everything, but it doesn't. It's not exciting.
The only way you can make the only reason for painting your walls those stupid neutral colors is by making the furniture in the entire room colorful and pop out. Okay?
Right. But that's not what people are doing. They have a gray couch on a gray wall.
Exactly. Why is like monochromatic bullshit? It's not OOTD, okay? Outfit of the day or whatever.
Okay.
Okay? No, it's not. No. It's dumb.
I mean, I get it because it's like colors can go wrong and you can get it wrong. And I think, honestly, I think that paint suppliers should just sell only the good-looking colors. Like, why are they selling, like, electric purple wall paint?
I don't know. No. Because kids.
People are going to screw that up. Like, Zachary's bathroom, right? My twin brother's bathroom upstairs is super purple.
Is it?
Yeah. I didn't remember either until I was in it. It's like shockingly purple. And even Zachary's like, that was the second color I painted it, and the paint sample looked different. I thought it was going to be softer, and then I painted it, and it's just very purple. And he's like, but at this point, I'm not going to paint it a third time, and I'm used to it. He's like, I know that the color could be better. And I'm like, then why are they even selling such a saturated...
Because, I mean, why would you limit yourself when there's other people that are, like, making... I feel like, well, it's not our fault they're making bad choices.
I guess.
Like, I think, like, that's when you, like, do swatches are so important because it's going to dry differently.
Right.
When it's wet.
Right.
So, so, the place I'm living in now, my friend, he owns... the townhouse, condo, I can never remember the difference. When he bought it, he had his roommates at that time paint. They did a shitty job. They bought cheap paint, first of all, okay?
Just cheap paint?
Yeah. Don't even,
Not
Miles,
even there yet. I haven't even
Miles,
paid.
don't.
I haven't even
because
paid for anything.
the paint that you buy should last you the whole time you own that place if you keep everything nice. And that was another problem too. Like, his place became a party house, and when you're in your fucking 20s, you're like, yeah, no pins. Let me just take out the stopper out of the fucking sink just because I want to. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, none of our sinks at the place I live have the stopper, except for probably the master bedroom. So
Can't you just buy those?
no, you have to, like, I think, do the whole sink again. Like, no, because it has to connect to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think also that's gone, too, where you have to do the lever to pull it up and push it down.
Oh.
That's gone. That's not, I don't think it's in existence either. So it's like, great. I don't fucking stupid drunk idiots. Painting also is very exhausting. I did it all the time as a kid because my parents wanted to change things.
Is that when you wish that you had siblings to help you?
Yeah. So, you know, I get it why the paint job is shitty at the place that I live because it's tiring. Like, I could paint for like 5 minutes. Like, oh my God, I'm done. My arm hurts. Mm-hmm. My arm's tired. Mm-hmm. This stupid rolling thing doesn't do shit. Like, all I did was a fucking like a foot by a foot square on the wall.
Scared.
Okay, so like, and I remember like one summer my parents were redoing the entire basement, and they want to like stain the trim on like the door and on the side, like, you know, and I'm like, and that took almost a whole entire summer. I'm like, I just really want to call Miles and Zachary and play. Like, oh man, I'm like, if I get this done, I can call them, and then before I know it, it's like fucking 3, and it's like too late. So, what was the most challenging thing about this whole process?
Well, I'm still in the process. So basically, we
saw picking a home.
Oh, well, so the first time I went out, I saw 4 places.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time I went out, I saw 4 more places.
Mm-hmm.
And just like wasn't impressed with anything. And in Chicago, I'm super scared everything's gonna get snatched up because everyone's looking at the same time. And actually, this place that I ended up that I'm doing did get snatched up temporarily. It said contingent because somebody made an offer and the seller accepted. And I was like, well, fuck.
Okay.
The only historical, like, vintage place I saw is gone. And then they backed out. They got cold feet. So then it was activated again. And that day I was like, called my realtor. I was like, we gotta tell them we want it.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think it was just all the like thinking of all the situations in my head and crunching the work commute and like being like, because there's no such thing as a perfect place.
I know.
Especially in Chicago because I like so many things across Chicago to go to.
Yeah.
So. It's
like buying a car too. Buying a car shouldn't take all day, but it somehow does.
I think buying a car is way harder. I think.
It's just like. Oh my God, like negotiating for like 8 hours is exhausting. Granted, I never did it because my daddy did it for me. Like, when I was buying my car, I forgot to bring an extra tampon and I was bleeding through my jeans. But
whoa, I never thought about that.
Yeah, you guys, so I posted a video on my Instagram complaining about my period. You should check it out. Mad Hate. And, you know, Instagram. It's
We've never plugged our handles. Isn't it MADHA?
Yeah, MADHAYTE. Stole that from somebody.
Oh yeah, I was like, I never thought about why you.
Yeah, someone suggested that, and I'm like, stealing it. So, Yeah. But it just it takes all day, like, and it's just like, I'm tired. I want to lay down. I want to have a glass of wine.
You should have used your period as part of negotiations.
I don't want them to know that was happening to me, because then they're like, we can't sit in our cars.
Oh my god.
I was honestly so surprised I did not stain anything. I didn't realize until I went to the bathroom. Because my jeans were so...
You were wearing your white jeans, right?
Yeah. No, I was wearing like dark blue jeans. And then I looked down and I'm like, holy shit. I didn't feel a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. Okay, this is what...
Do you just have to throw out that underwear?
You want... At that point, you have to, like, use every piece of fabric that you have on your body. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's already ruined. You gotta use every piece of fabric. So what I had to do was tie a red hoodie around my waist. Thank God it was red.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You guys. It was awful. 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 Okay? Ugh. So yeah, that happened to me. So I guess, like, buying a car is like...
I think the negotiations are way crazier. No, I mean, with housing, when we would go out to look at places, we would only be out for like an hour and a half. It was very quick, because if we walked into a place, we would just be in and out in 5 minutes, because I was like, no, it looks sad. The bedroom window is a parking lot.
What did you learn about the process? Like, any, like, lingo that you learned?
I think, honestly, I just didn't understand anything about the money of buying a house, and it took me a long time to wrap my head around it.
Well, explain.
Like, I was like, okay, so... At first, I was like... Because you have to put money down, right? The down payment.
Yeah.
And you
want
want
to
to put
percentage.
20%.
Okay.
Ideally. I thought that the down payment was just money that you just, like, gave away and never got back.
No.
But then I had to realize with home buying, I was like, all the money you're putting into the home, when you sell it, ideally, you're going to get it all back.
Right.
So
hopefully.
It's like essentially a forced savings account.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have to put money in every month, but at the end you get the money back. So it's like a forced savings account. You can't touch the money, but you get the money when you sell it back. Unlike rent, you put money every month. You don't get that money back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
when you want to understand.
Hopefully, like, what? Like, when you resell it, like, hopefully you'll at least get the money that you paid for this place and a little bit extra.
Right.
You didn't understand that?
I don't know that I fully understood that.
It's not like buying a car where it's like a depreciates in value.
No, I knew that you would sell it and that you would get, like, buy it for like $130 and then you try to sell it for like a little bit more and then whatever. I just didn't think of it in that way, that the money I spent on it every month was coming back to me eventually. Later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I'm so used to renting where that money just doesn't come back to you. So I think that's what I had to learn.
No lingo? Like, what's escrow? Do you not know
Escrow? Oh, I knew it once. I read about it.
I know. I think it's like part of the closing part of the process.
I think it's part of I think it's a little savings account thing where your money goes to pay for the mortgage or something.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of other weird thing. And it's
and
optional.
it's like kind of like a finalized deal in a way when your house is in escrow and when you're doing escrow.
I have no idea, and I'm still trying to learn what PTS is.
PTSD.
But mostly, honestly, what's like been my rock this whole time has been Merika. No, okay. I think because I've been like, am I making the biggest financial mistake of my life?
No, you're
like
not.
All those things. But I think ultimately, I'm like, Miles, like, I kind of feel like with renting, like, it's felt more and more like I've been like holding my breath. Mm-hmm. Like, my mom keeps wanting to give me stuff. She's like, and I'm like, I can't take it. I don't have any room for that. I can't take the Christmas tree. Throw out the ornaments. I can't take them. Like, I don't have anywhere to put. She's going to give it to me now because I'm actually going to have a place. But my parents keep trying to give me stuff. They're like, take this family heirloom. And I'm like, I can't. I don't have anywhere to put anything. And now
I feel like... send it to Zachary, too. He has his own house.
Yeah, I think it's just harder to get stuff to him, but...
okay, when you say family heirlooms, I'm like, oh my god, please tell me you're not, like, throwing that shit away.
No. But, I mean, but when I moved from my Ravenswood apartment, I sold some family stuff because I didn't have space for it here, Like the table, like that. We had like this my kitchen or dining room table that I had like in Jamie's my apartment with Jamie, and then Minneapolis, and then Ravenswood, and that was the table we ate on like in high school with my dad. Like sold that, like gave that away because nobody would even buy it.
I don't know why that like hurts me.
And then I had this like sheet music chest that like holds like
sheet
music.
Yeah.
Sold that. I didn't have room, I had to move in with
I know
Mark, and I had to put everything in a bedroom, and same with this place with Dave. I had to put my whole life in a bedroom, and now I feel like I can finally exhale and put have like stuff.
That makes me sad though. Like even if it's like my bed that I have, it's still the bed that I slept in since I was like 3. So granted, you're supposed to like change it. What I feel like that's a bunch of fucking malarkey. Okay. I think that's just a way
Change what, the mattress?
Yeah, like I don't think that's true because my mattress is still good and it's still comfy to me. So fuck you, mattress.
Is your back okay?
Yeah, my back is fine, kind of. Okay.
Your neck and your back.
And my crack. Yeah. So yeah, like, I mean, I have knots in my shoulders because from working out, and so yeah, like there's no one to massage them anymore.
Right.
So
you guys were so alone.
I mean, I don't know. I just like the idea of things like being thrown out or given away that was in the family for like 20 years. Just like I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Even though there's like no one uses it, no one looks at it anymore. I'm like, oh, but
there's history.
There's memories and history and stuff.
Yeah.
Question.
Well, we don't have any questions. Thanks,
hey
guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
You guys, idkpod@gmail.com. Yeah,
Please.
but we do have to talk about successes.
You go first.
I mean, I went to Pittsburgh. I guess that's a success. I wanted to go there for 8 years, and I went.
Wow.
And
historical.
Hung out with Chris Litherland,
You guys, Chris Litherland, first crush I had in Batavia.
I told him that, and he was like, "Who's Merika?"
Shut up!
No, it's true. He was like, "I don't remember anybody but you guys."
No, that makes me really sad. No, because we became Facebook friends.
Okay, I mean, he was also drunk, so I'll remind him.
You guys, no, that makes me really sad. I was invited to he invited me to his birthday party.
Okay.
He did.
Okay, no, I believe you. I'll just remind him sober. But Pittsburgh's fantastic, and honestly, it feels like a really big city. It felt bigger than Minneapolis, felt bigger than St. Louis. Like, it felt like a big city with energy and stuff, and skyscrapers and history, and, I hugged a man named Randy, and his old white hair got in my mouth. But that's a story for another time. Merika?
For me, probably, like, waking up to go into the gym early in the morning. Like, I woke up on Saturday, which was yesterday, 7:30ish, to go to the gym. Granted, I only went 3 times this week, but 2 out of those 3 times, I went in the morning early, around 7-ish. Okay? So, yeah, proud of myself about that. Also, feel like been losing weight.
Feel like? Do you have a scale?
I like look in the mirror and I could tell. And I think I look skinnier. It's probably because of the...
Probably because you're in love.
It kind of is where I'm being a teenager and angsty and like just hating my feelings for the EUG. I'm like, I don't want to eat. I'm nauseous.
What?
Let me just... If you follow me on Instagram, I did a story on it. So, yeah, like, I don't know. And I think probably because I'm eating in a routine. Like, I have breakfast around the same time. I eat lunch around the same time. Usually, I eat dinner around the same time. So, it's probably another reason why. My mom is like, oh, yeah, you look like you lost weight. Are you eating less? I'm like, fucking bitch.
Oh, my God.
So... I was like, yeah, no, I'm eating more. Because before I would just, like, lay around in my bed and be depressed and not eat. So, Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, wait. Ugh, my fail was that I wore the same pair of underwear for 4 days.
You didn't buy new underwear while you were in Pittsburgh?
I tried, but I didn't want to buy street underwear. That was my real fail, you guys. I definitely like turned it inside out, and I've never done that in my life.
You didn't go commando?
No.
I go commando all the time.
You don't. Women's genitals are different.
I know. The pH balance is working out real good.
The pH balance.
Yeah.
Of going commando.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's it.
I guess that's it, guys.
This
episode's all over the place, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'll edit it. It'll make sense, like, in the edit. Maybe.
Hopefully. If not, stay tuned for next week.
Bye.
Bye. When you're in your fucking 20s, you're like, yeah, no pain.